Hello and welcome to this new episode of Ground Zero on Herald TV. Today we are going to talk about the issue about tourism. In a recent case in a resort in Asnora, a tourist was raped by a fellow tourist under the pretext of showing her the room. This is not the only case. Some months ago, a Dutch tourist was also molested by staff from the resort. But these cases seem to be continuously happening in the state of Goa. On this episode, we are trying to debunk the entire incidences, and we are trying to find a solution to how to put a stop to these kind of incidents. Before we go and talk to the experts in this field, have a look at this slide.
The attack on the Dutch tourist is just one of the many incidents of attacks on tourists that have been recorded in the year 2022-23 in Goa. A Japanese tourist was attacked in Anjuna, which snowballed into a major police case, which resulted in several arrests. The attack on Delhi tourists at a resort in Anjuna forced the government of Goa to take measures in keeping crimes against tourists at bay. It was followed by an attack on Mumbai tourists, which was out of a simple road rage incident. Two staffers of a hotel in Morji, who are natives of Jharkhand and Assam, were arrested by police for attempting to rob a Russian tourist on March 24, 2023. March 29, 2023, an Uttarakhand native was arrested for molesting and stabbing a Dutch lady tourist and stabbing a local person with a knife for attempting to save her. And now, a rape of a tourist in Asnora. Herald TV channel head Pratik Parab spoke to Seraphine Kota, a long-time tourism stakeholder. Listen in.
Goa tourism has been increasing leaps and bounds in the recent years. After COVID especially, Goa tourism has taken a giant leap. But with that kind of figures, that kind of tourism, tourist arrivals, there are a lot of cases of rapes. There are a lot of cases of violence against tourists that have been noticed in Goa. So we are trying to get a sense of what is going wrong and what can be done to correct this. We have with us Seraphine Kota, who's the leader of Small and Medium Hoteliers Association of Goa. He's also a part of the Goa Tourism Board. He's a member of the Goa Tourism Board, and he's also a part of the organization called Tourism Concerns, a UK-based organization which deals with which is responsible for promoting responsible tourism across the world. We'll talk to him and try to get a sense of what is going wrong and what can be done. Seraphine, a lot of cases every second month there is a case of a tourist being there is some violence against a tourist. There is in a recent case a tourist was raped in a hotel premises. What do you think? How do you see this entire thing happening?
Actually, to answer this, I feel bit backward also, because how much to report, how much to talk about is also a point, as you clearly said at the starting. But if you don't do, how we are going to work on this? If you don't report all these things, will be also bad. So it need to be report, but it is also sad to report, but it need to be report. I will say the main major thing where we are lacking is why anybody acts like this. We are falling very short as far as the fear is concerned. We need to give a fear. Fear in sense, we need to tell we are serious. We are everything by rule in Goa. I will give a small example. In Singapore, people by the roadside will eat chocolate and they will not throw a paper on the street. Why? Because such amount of fear and awareness been told to every tourist. So they are not going to be gamble. Why in Goa people take us easy? Our approach is bad. I am not saying when I say our approach is bad, that time tourism department approach is bad. No, I don't say tourism department is not doing anything. No, I am talking about this need policing, total policing. This need a state culture. So the entire state has to talk about it. Immaterial, the home department comes into this, not tourism as such, the home departments come. So we are lacking, and this lacking is going on for quite some time. It's a high time that we have to be very strict and show the example that nothing is tolerated in Goa, whether for Goan to act on tourist and or tourist to act on us, both the side, or tourist to tourist, or tourist to police, or police to tourist. So we are serious. We have drawn a line. We have to see what we are looking for. What I am looking for. As a Goan, I am looking for particular type of tourism. So that tourism I have to tell the world, I am looking my tourist to be this. Everybody thinks, no, you can't do that much, you shouldn't get involved into that deep, then will be negative. No. People are making more money by being strict. What about Thailand? There is a prostitution in Thailand. Yet tourism is on.
No, while you touched this point, I remember what has happened is in the economic survey that the government published recently, the number of foreign tourists, the charter flights, the tourists, quality tourists, has gone down substantially. Have you noticed that, and what do you think maybe?
Oh, yes. If you go back to 2008, 2010, 11, or up to 12, we were receiving foreign tourists like UK based about 800 flights. And if you go back in 2002, we were receiving 1,100, 1,200 flights. Now we have come down to, you will not believe, we are going to do this season maybe 150 flights or 180 flights. Now you compare this to 800 flights. So definitely Goa is no more a big favorite destination for them. A few years back, Goa was standing 6th in the world as an important destination to visit. But from where? From Germany, from UK and neighboring European countries. That's it. Elsewhere maybe the rank may be different. But from the rank 6th topmost destination, today we are 20th best destination or 25th best destination. So that means somewhere people are not so interested in Goa.
So, through this interview, we will also try to establish that we are trying to be a part of the solution and not the problem. So, what do you think? You have seen the entire tourism progress and now a little going down also. What do you think is going wrong, and what can be done to make sure that we can correct this? Since you are on the GTB, you also may have some suggestions to the tourism.
I am on GTB EC committee, where we make suggestions, where we make policies, where we make rules and regulations. Just started. We are the beginners, but of course meetings do take place. I would suggest Goa to make a brand as a family tourist destination. And with family tourist destination, automatically the other tourists will definitely come. But when you try to promote and project Goa as a general tourist destination, then you lose family tourist destination, honeymoon couples destination. You are losing that. So you have to make a brand and brand Goa, and in that you have to make family tourist destination. You can make football tourist destination, health tourist destination. People can come here and take treatment, their dental work and everything.
So many avenues, but they have not been explored.
Yeah, because we have not yet taken that seriously. The collectively across Goa, and the cabinet has to be, I'm not talking about just one section called tourist department. No, there is, as I said, policing, everything. So everybody has to get involved and make this is a very powerful destination, whereby we earn such a economy. See, a few years back the total tourist economy was 1,650 crores. As far as the taxis are concerned and all. Of course now with casinos and all maybe more. So if we earn more and if we are healthy by selling good healthy tourism, definitely those people who are not in tourism, maybe they are in other business, but our penny, tourism penny will be penetrate up to there in education or in health. That is not happening because we are not serious. We need to be more and more serious about it. Draw a line and go forward.
So finally, to end this discussion, uh, there have been a lot of law and order issues. Now the example of the rape. Then there was a Dutch tourist who was molested and she was assaulted in a hotel property in North Goa. So, as far as law and order is concerned, do you think there is a need for a tourism act or something like that, which will be exclusively for tourism?
Enforcement is a big word, I will say. Whatever rules are there can be implemented in tourism. Any rule which is there for you and me can be implemented in tourism. But we are as a tourist somehow indirectly Goa, and I will openly say, I am sorry, I cannot discriminate, but I will say North Goa been projected as a place where you can come, drink, drive, masti karo, late night music, what you call bars with dance bar, then illegally girls are available for them. So that sort of a mentality people when they come, then automatically another subconsciously another thing is developing that सब कुछ चलता है इधर. Then you can fight also, then you can slap somebody else also, because इतना तो चलता है तो ये भी चलेगा. So we have to be very strict, draw a line and keep on marketing good.
So the solution basically maybe as far as law and order is concerned is to draw a line on how much we can tolerate and सब कुछ नहीं चलेगा गोवा में. That is the call that is expected from the tourism department and the government as a whole in the entire tourism matter, and to develop tourism in Goa in the right way. We have with us Navtej Singh, who has come from Ludhiana, Punjab, in Goa. He has had 2 days of tour in Goa. We'll just talk to him about what are his experiences and what he thinks can be improved in Goa right now as far as tourism is concerned. You have been staying in Margao, as you told me just before some time before, and you have seen, now you have come to Miramar to see the beach. What was your experience overall during these 2 days, and what would you like to suggest for improvement?
Overall, the experience is good because it is a tourist place, and as I am staying in Margao, opposite railway station. So one thing I would suggest is there should be more transportation connectivity for connectivity purpose, like electric auto rickshaws. I have seen very few of them here. In Punjab, you can see lots of e-rickshaws in Punjab, because some of them are manufactured over there also. So transportation, I must say that there should be good connectivity points, so where you should get these things. Because I am outside state, maybe I don't know from where I should get these things. But on the road, I should see more and more. I hope so.
Yeah. And, you mentioned something about yesterday you had to take a walk to buy something for yourself.
Yeah.
And also a little bit meaning, since you are in a different area, it's not your home state.
Yeah.
There is a sense of worry also.
Yeah.
You could tell me something.
Yes. Of course, there was sense of worry, because I was roaming through streets and finding out from where can I get the things that I wanted. For example, I wanted to buy a hair dryer and a hairspray, and I didn't know the place, and I had to travel, around walk 2 kilometers through streets in the night, and I was worried a bit because I didn't knew the place around me like that. So, but I don't know, because it is a large state, and how many policemen can government afford, or some volunteers, or maybe some lighting on the streets. It is required. A good lighting also deters the muggers. Mugging usually takes place in a secluded and dark spot. So if those are removed, I don't think there is any other thing else that I can suggest other than these 2 things: transportation and lighting, good lighting on the streets. Yeah.
We wish you very good further more days in the state. Yeah. As the number of foreign tourists, the quality tourists has reduced quite a bit in Goa, and Goa becomes highly dependent on the domestic tourists that come to Goa. It is high time that the government and the concerned tourism department puts things in order to make sure that incidents like rapes, molestation and violence against tourists do not continue in the state, which if continue will have a very bad effect on the tourism in Goa, where, as tourism is the mainstay of Goan economy right now. With camera person Devendra Gaonkar, this is Pratik Parab for Herald TV.